Sharon on line 1. Hi, Sharon. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I had a question about Shepherd Park. I know when you go up Kleiman Avenue, you can see where they've torn up a soccer field, and I just wondered what was happening there.
Boy, has that been a pet peeve of ours here lately, especially Connie Kuiper, one of our guys on the town council with me. I really don't know what's taking so long. That was supposed to be done a long time ago, and the person that is doing it, I'm not even sure who that is, but have been dragging their feet on that or something.
From what I understand, there's a contract that was signed, inked between the park department, the soccer club, who that's what they're building. There's a new soccer field, and the contractor. And I think as soon as this has been an unusual winter. We shouldn't be talking about starting work right now, but I think as soon as that dries up a little bit, I drove by the other day, it's pretty wet in there yet, but I expect that within the next week or two they'll be filling that, pushing the dirt back in the hole and doing the final grading, and that'll be a soccer field for the park department.
They wanted that going, though, by the time soccer started, didn't they? Or springtime?
I think their expectation was it would be ready for the fall. I talked to Alex Brown, the park superintendent, about it, and he's a little concerned that the grass won't be stable enough to play soccer on it until next year, but it is a soccer field.
Right, ma'am,
Yes.
do you live by there?
No, but I pass it up all the time, and it's sort of an eyesore, and I just wondered. I was hoping a soccer field was going back. I thought maybe they were going to put a parking lot or something. I had no idea.
No, it is a soccer field.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Talk to you if you have any questions like that. Now's your time. You've got the Public Works Director in here and the Town Councilman. Bernie, do you have any announcements?
There's really not a heck of a lot going on. What we've got is I wanted to talk about breakfast with the Easter Bunny that the Highland Chamber of Commerce has. That's going to be on Saturday, March 31st. It's at the Highland High School. Tickets are $5. That includes, of course, the breakfast, and they have the Easter Bunny there, and we provide a nice backdrop, Easter backdrop, so you could have pictures taken with the Easter Bunny with your kids. And it's just a lot of fun. Call the Highland Chamber of Commerce at 923-3666 and set something up. It's a well-attended event. It's usually sold out. I think there's 2 different times that it is available. There's seating at 8:30 and then again at 10 o'clock. So there's 2 different times you could pick from to go there. Another thing I was looking at in the Gazebo Express is a community garage sale, which is March 17th. It's just like it says, I guess, a garage sale, Hot Wheels autographs, memorabilia, just all kinds of things that people clear out and bring over there and sell. So it's just a lot of fun if you're looking for autographed pictures and things like that. I guess that's one of the top items that are sent over there. And besides that, I think we're pretty good.
All right, let's go to George on line 1. Hey, George, what's up?
Yeah, I've called in earlier when Mayor McDermott was on, and I live in Riverside Park, and on the north side from Calumet to Columbia, they did not put the metal staves in to hold the levee there. So all they did, they widened it and they rebuilt it, but they didn't put the metal staves in, and that's the only place they didn't do that, and I wonder why.
Well, that's, of course, not Highland, but that's between Munster and Hammond. We'll see what John Bach has to say. Thanks. John, do you know any reason why they might not have done that?
Well, I don't know exactly what you're talking about. John, with the metal staves, there's sheet pile walls that are installed as a part of the levee in some areas, and there's levee, just earthen embankments in some areas, and that may be the difference. The core is they constructed the levee from one end to the other, have built it in a number of different ways. One is with earth levee, as I said, and where there's area that is, maybe they're tight for area, they would put the sheet piled in, as you call them, metal staves. That may be what that's all about. I think by and large the levee's done, except for some restoration and some touch-up work. So I believe that's probably what we're talking about. We have the similar situation in Highland. If you go where the levee is close to the rears of some homes, it is constructed with sheet pile wall, and then when we're blessed with the luxury of space, then they just build it with an earthen levee.
219-845-1100, and let's see, which one am I going to, Ryan? I'm going to hang you up. Which way to go, to line 3? Let's go. Hey, Jeff, you're on the air. What's up?
How you doing, Jeb? Hey, this is for John Bach. John, this is Jeff on Hess Drive. That backyard water system that you put in December. it really seems to be working really well, and I just want to say thanks, a whole lot to you and the town, for putting that system in. The sump pumps seem to quit running a whole lot less than what they normally have, and all the neighbors have come down and checked it out and so forth and that. But again, I just want to say thanks, and it seems to be working real well. I'll hang up and listen to your rebuttal.
Oh, hold on. I want you to describe the work you're talking about. What do you mean a backyard water system?
Well, I've called before. I've had numerous times of standing water in the backyard. John, but
yeah, we're not talking about we're talking about Lake Ward in the back there, about a foot and a half deep during some of those heavy storms. We're not done there, Jeff. One of the things that and Joe called earlier that he's still having a little bit of a problem north of you. I was out, in fact, at your home yesterday looking at how we're going to get from that draining that's in your backyard back to the north, and your neighbor's got a shed right in the middle of our path, so we're going to have to deal with that. But we still got to get the restoration work done, and we still have some additional work to do there. But I think for the most part, your yard is going to be taken care of, and those adjacent to you.
Right, absolutely. I mean, it's working real well. There's been no standing water whatsoever this winter. And like I say, myself and the neighbors are very pleased.
All right, thanks a lot. Talk to you.
Right, take care.
What'd you put in?
Well, the sanitary board adopted a policy about a year ago regarding backyard flooding matters around town. Those that everybody's got a little bit of water that stands in their backyard after a rainstorm. It's when it's there a week or 2 weeks after the storm is over that identified as chronic problems. So they adopted a policy and provided assistance to homeowners to solve these. So, basically what we did is there's a storm sewer out in the street, and we extended a catch basin to the backyard, and that takes care of it. In the past, they would either have to pump it or deal with it, and this will alleviate that particular problem. We've got three that we're working on right now. The one that Mr. Capter talked about is another area on O'Day. That'll be the next one that we attack.
And that, of course, also cuts down on the mosquito problem.
Yes, and it's just a nuisance for these people. And when their backyards are flooded, they can't enjoy the backyards, and the mosquito problem can be a problem.